Ismay, thank you so much for bringing me to your favourite bar, and it's called The Local in Dungarvan.
Isn't it a great name for a pub, The Local? I'm going to The Local.
You're sort of not going to forget the name, even if you do forget the name, if that makes sense.
No. Great old spot. It's only about 20 minutes away from me. I'm here in Stradbally, County Waterford now.
County Waterford, because there is another one, isn't there, somewhere?
There's another, that would be Electric Picnic, famous Stradbally would be the other one.
It would. But look at this bar, right? So this bar, it looks a bit like a Christmas tree in this particular photograph, but I have a sense that they're well-worn stools there, right there.
They are. It's open since about 1999 or in around it, but it's there since the 1960s. So the proprietor is Helena Donica. Since it was in Helena's family before that.
Okay.
But great spot for food, drink, obviously. Good old bit of Kill there. Great spot for traditional music.
Is that right? Well, you see, me being a dub/Wicklow guy, I probably don't have a full appreciation fully for a Kill pub. But was it just a place that you knew was going to have impromptu music, or what does that mean?
It would have both. It would have the impromptu sessions, and then it would have the organised sessions, and they'd have concerts there. So you could meet anyone in there from Finbar Fury to Cherish the Ladies. Like it helps also that Donica Goff set up or was one of the founding members of Danu. So he's a fantastic musician himself. So see, it does help.
No, it's true. It's a bit like ex-soccer players or ex-racing horse jockeys and stuff. If that's their previous passion, they're naturally going to attract or bring a feel for it. But it looks like a great spot. It looks like it's got a nice wet bar going on, and we're sitting up on one of those stools. I'll give you the green one, right? I'll give you the green stool there. Right. Where's there? And I'm on the
green
red
one right on the corner.
Yeah, yes. Right on the corner, so you can sort of see, like a good card player, you can sort of see what's going on, and you keep your back to the door. I was always told that also. But so we're sitting there, and I say to you, how are you doing? How's it going? Tell us something that nobody or very few people know about you. And you would say?
I would say that I might be one of those musicians that would move on down off my green stool to sit in the corner with an accordion and a tin whistle under my arm.
So not just one instrument. You'd have to have two, would you?
I'd have to have two. Good old Dolls brought me an accordion when I was about 10.
Right.
And I had no mass in it whatsoever. I was looking at it going, where's the Barbie I actually asked for?
Yeah.
And I suppose started the old musical journey then. I was taught by a fantastic teacher, Bobby Gardner is his name, who taught me the accordion and both the whistle. And my father loved bringing me to another public house from quite a young age, and I used to join in the sessions, and I was like, I really wanted to know the tunes that all the old guys sitting in the corner. I really wanted to learn them so I'd be able to play with them. So then I practiced, but I am actually playing ever since, and it's
So let's just wind back. So you wanted a Barbie and you were given an accordion, but you then end up with a tin whistle and an accordion. And do you just learn by ear? How does that work? I want to learn that, but do you go and get sheet music, or do you just listen and learn?
I suppose you go off. There's a bit of both. I'm lucky in that I can sight read music as well. So my teacher didn't teach me, but my sister who came along was learning the tin whistle at the time, and she just couldn't get her head around the sheet music. Now I can learn by ear as well, so I can play a CD or whatever, and I'd have the tune after a couple of turns. But she coddled our teacher for years because she used to listen to me. I used to have to learn it first, then she learned it from me by ear. So the two of us used to.
And was there competitions? Like I know there's Irish dancing and there's those, but there's obviously competitive competitions. Is there for music also?
There is. There's the flaccules, which go on around the country. And they also go on in America and England, and they compete and they come to Ireland for the All-Ireland flaccules. So you go up, you go your county. Then for us, it would have been Munster finals. And that used to be nearly our annual holiday as a family. We used to strike off with a caravan or to the B&Bs down to Listowel or Dingle or wherever for the Munster Fla every year. Now, I got through to the All-Ireland probably twice, I think. I got a Munster medal on the accordion. I think it was under 15s, and I got through the All-Ireland. I didn't quite get the All-Ireland medal. Never quite got there.
But isn't it crazy that if you had got a All-Ireland final Gaelic football, you'd be a hero. There'd be pictures on that bar wall of you, and probably every other bar wall in Durgarvan. And yet, for an accordion or a thin whistle, which is in its respective similar, but just it doesn't have the same support, I guess. So what about your kids?
The kids.
What about your kids? So you've, I know that you've got 3, and are they picking up on the old lineage?
Yeah. I've one good singer. 15-year-old is a good singer.
Yeah.
The 13-year-old is playing the guitar. None have gone down the trad music route, but that's okay too.
Yeah.
I was saying that I heard the 15-year-old, he was listening to Spotify or whatnot up in his room, and he came down and he was like, I just listened to this band Duran Duran. New band.
And you obviously did. Wow. Who are they?
Tell me about Duran Duran.
But isn't it true? We'll jump off to another question now. Music is a great old way of connecting people, even multi-generational people. As you say, you wanted to play like the old guy in the corner, and it was a great way of, learning from him and him teaching you. And you probably taught him a few things as well. And in the same way, Spotify, music does act as a catalyst, doesn't it?
It does. And actually, that old guy in the corner now, and God bless him, he passed away last year. But he was, someone said to him, I'm Ismay Crowley now, but I was Ismay Crowley at the time, and someone said, that is Ismay Crowley. I was probably only about 10 or 11. That is Ismay Crowley. She's not too bad. She's pretty good. She is pretty good. And saying to my father, and he went, no, but she will be good.
Oh yeah, well that's, keep them in the dark, like treat them like mushrooms. Wasn't that the philosophy when we were kids?
That's it. But yes, the old music is multi-generational, and I see, people bringing in their kids to join us now at 40-odd-year-olds, and you give them their chance, and they play their tune in front of you, and you tell them they're brilliant, and it's lovely, like, to see that next generation coming up.
So you now have just your 15-year-old has just wiped your phone except for 3 apps. 3.
Probably the 8-year-old who's done that, but anyway.
The 8-year-old has just wiped your phone with 3 apps. And what are the 3 that you'd love and you hope that is on the phone after he's wiped it?
Do you know what? I suppose this is the marketeer now in me. The old Facebook, LinkedIn, and after I know it's not technically an app, but we're all gone Wordle mad in the house.
Wordle. And do you ever get it in 2 or 3 or whatever the?
No, the most I've got it is 3. I'm not one of these people who gets it in 2. And as one of the guys in the office said to me the other day, he said, you see Ismay coming out of the office about 3 o'clock going, lads, did anyone get Wordle yet? Yeah,
but at least you have a part of your brain that's working. Most of us actually go and Google it and then put it in. Well, I'm not me.
Might have to do that today. I'm not doing well today now.
All right. I must say, I don't know how many years of school I did, and if it wasn't for Grammarly, I actually genuinely wouldn't know how to spell THERE from THEIR. I'm a disaster. I'm not bad at numbers, but I wouldn't even go there with that. Are you good with numbers? Good with words?
Not so much with numbers, probably better with the old English and grammar, and I would have hoped to be better at Wordle, but I'm not. But it definitely is a cause of a bit of banter around the office, definitely. Did you get it yet? How many times did you get it yet?
Oh, it's interesting.
And you see a lot of scribbles on my power. I'm trying to figure it out.
Well, here's the thing, right? So you don't have a superpower yet, but if you got £1 million, if you won £1 million, what would you do?
I'd probably buy Wordle to have all that.
What super? Well, 500,000.
More than £1 million. What did the New York Times buy?
500,000 they bought it for, but it was only about 3 weeks old. It was only about 3 weeks old, so it wasn't a bad return. But so £1 million. There you go, Ismay. There's £1 million or euros or whatever denomination. What would you do? What superpower would it suddenly give you?
Oh, do you know what? It would be just to strike off traveling. And I'd be, sorry, Suir Engineering, but I'm working remotely from an old beach in Thailand this week.
Yeah. And remote schooling for the kids, i.e. they will be remote from you, I think.
That would be okay too for a while. We could do that for a little while. Someone to mind the cat, the dog, the chickens, all that malarkey.
Sorry, hold on. Can't let that one get by. Most of us have a dog or a cat and maybe a mouse. What's this about chickens?
There was 2 chickens arrived during lockdown, and Now, to be fair, my youngest Callum is on duty. One of them didn't quite make it, thanks to a neighbour's dog. but then we got a little rescue battery friend. So we have Scruffy and Daisy. So we have
Scruffy and Daisy.
And Daisy.
And again, I'm going to sound like a real urbanite, but would they be considered pets in your house?
They kind of are. The couriers laugh when they come to the door here because they could be met with a cat, a dog, and 2 chickens. Because we leave them out, and they're actually really funny to watch going around, and they are good buddies, the 2 of them.
Okay, and they just waddle around. You don't have any fences or.
Well, they should. My husband Walter was out at the weekend, and he put up all new fencing, and I was sitting inside going, we'll wait and see how long this lasts. Now, I suppose we should clip their wings, but I always feel very guilty about doing that. I feel if there was a predator, they couldn't get away.
Yeah.
But Scruffy and Daisy, out over.
Well, I
go in every night to keep from Mr. Fox, to keep safe.
Into the house.
Oh no, they have their own little house.
Oh, they have their own. So I sort of feel a kinship with Scruffy and Daisy myself. Yeah.
And good eggs every morning. We've 2 eggs.
Eggs. This is marvelous. Well, Ismay, it's been short and sharp, but I can assure you this is our 76th episode. That's the first time we have ever talked about chickens.
Is it?
It is. So you can take out of that what you want, whether it's unique, whether it's weird, whether it's brilliant, but definitely having chickens for pets. You could start it. There could be a thing started after this.
There's a few cattle out in the field looking over at me as well, so
They're not yours. No, they're not your pets, are they?
Actually are.
Well, they. Oh, listen, we're going to have another episode back with you in a couple of years. It'll be something like On the Farm with Ismay.
I'm only good to stand in the gap. That's about it now.
I'm with you, but we could have it inside the keyhole. You know those inside the keyhole with Ismay on her farm. But thank you so much for your time. I wish
You're very welcome. Thank you, Garry.